Is it okay to offer a motorcycle ride to a lady who's not your wife? Watch this video. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So, taking a strange girl on the back of your bike as a pillion, is it okay to do that? If you're married or if you've got a girlfriend or you're a partner or whatever it is. Well, all I can say is be very careful. Be very careful because you might find your nuts in a vice and, yeah, you might be separated from them if you're not careful. Of course it's okay to take somebody innocently on the back of your bike. Anybody, whether male or female, but in this case, for this video, we're talking about another lady. Let's say, they're stranded on the side of the road, their car's broken down, then, you need to take them to a place of safety. Depends where you are in the world. If you have to wear helmets, you've got a spare helmet, that kind of thing. Yeah, look, do the right thing. Get them on the back of your bike, take them to a place of safety. If they feel comfortable doing that, of course, you should never be forcing that. Or if you're just going to stay with them until help arrives, of course, do the right thing. Of course you would. But in terms of just going somewhere and a lady comes up to you or you meet somebody and they say, "Oh, I like your bike. Can you take me for a ride?" Guaranteed that your wife or your lady or your girlfriend is not going to be best pleased. Is not going to be happy about it. Ladies, if you're watching, leave a comment below. Let us know how you would really feel about this. Now, guys, let us know as well what your nearest and dearest would do, what your wives or girlfriends or your life partners would say if you took another lady on the back of your bike. If you're genuinely helping somebody, fine. But if it's like a bit of a pleasure ride, nah, I don't think that's going to wash either. Now, there is a third variable here, is where your wife, your girlfriend, she's asked you, say, "Hey, I've got my friend here. Would you take her for a ride on the back of your bike?" Be very careful here. Be very careful as to say, look, it's just a perfectly innocent ride on the back of your bike. No problem at all. But don't just jump into it straight away. Just kind of read the room a little bit and see what the full intention is. Now, it could be perfectly innocent, and it could be that their friend has never been on a bike and they're really interested and they'd like to go on the back of a bike. Great, no problem. But at the same time, just make sure that you are making it perfectly clear that you're doing them a favor or you're doing your wife a favor here, and you don't really feel confident about it. Or you just say, hey, all I'm saying is you just protect yourselves a little bit because you don't want people getting the wrong impression here and all that kind of stuff. So just be mindful and be respectful of the feelings of your partner, your wife, or whatever. Because those can flip, like the wind as well. So just be very careful of that. Now, all I would say is to say, well, look, if you really want to go on the back of the bike, then, so yeah, sure, I can just take you around the block here or something like that. A very short journey. Don't go off on a long journey. Don't go off for the whole day on the back of your bike, leaving your wife at home, wondering where the hell you've got to. Just go for a very short ride. And, so she just gets a feeling for it, but that's about it. That is with your wife's blessing. That is your wife coming to you, asking you if you could take her friend for a ride. Don't offer to take her friend for a ride on the back of your bike, because that could be misconstrued as well. Listen, I'm just looking out for you here, so just be careful, just be looking out for you here. So is it okay to offer a lady a ride on your motorcycle if she's not your wife, your girlfriend? Err on the side of caution. That's all I would say. Err on the side of caution. And, if it doesn't sound right, if it doesn't feel right to you, then don't do it. I've got to say, I would never take anybody on the back of my bike who is not my wife and who is not my son, I should say, or is not a male friend or whatever. I just wouldn't do it. Because I know it just generates questions. It generates things that you just really don't need. And, I just want a simple life as well. And, it's not even necessarily that, I'm concerned about what my wife or my son or anybody else would say about me doing this. It's something within me that I just don't feel comfortable doing it. I just don't really want to have anybody else on the back of my bike who isn't my wife or, my son or whatever. I just don't feel comfortable doing it. But, that's just me. I'm not saying this is the way you should be, of course. All I'm saying is, be very careful about taking, especially a lady, on the back of your bike if you're married or you have a girlfriend. Because, you know what? could bite you on the arse in not a good way. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, keep on watching the videos. Don't forget to go to the website RevelatorAlf.com for all the books and merchandise and clothing that I sell there now. And with that, I'll catch you again in another video coming very soon. Right. And with that, I'm riding solo. That's definitely what I'm doing now. Catch you again. Bye now.